Dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the client's expectations from SAP sales and distribution consultants. In other words, what are all the roles and responsibilities of SAP SD functional consultants in the real-time projects. So in our previous videos we have discussed about many different scenarios like why to learn this sales and distribution module, what are all the prerequisites and basic requirements for learning this sales and distribution module, and what are all the advantages of learning this sales and distribution module. And similarly, we have discussed about the eligibility criteria as well as the domain experience that has been mandatory for learning this sales and distribution module. Now in this video we are going to discuss very clearly about what are all the different expectations from the client's point of view from the SAP sales and distribution consultants in the real-time environment. So in this video we will discuss each and everything in detail. The first and foremost responsibility for all the SD consultants is that they are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end project execution of SAP SD module. They are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end basic setup and configuration that has to be carried out in SAP SD module. All the functional consultants, that is SD functional consultants, are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end sales order processing configuration in SD module. Similarly, all the SD functional consultants are responsible for implementing special sales order processing configurations, namely third-party sales orders, intercompany sales orders, cash sales order, as well as rush sales and free goods determination. Similarly, all the SAP SD functional consultants are responsible for implementing the end-to-end pricing configurations, namely standard pricing, header level pricing, item level pricing in SAP SD module. And all the SAP SD functional consultants are highly responsible for handling different validations in SAP SD module based on the requirement, and also they are highly responsible for implementing special sales order processes. We have discussed already about this cash sales order, rush sales order, condition exclusion configuration, free goods, credit management, contracts and consignments in SAP SD module. Similarly, all the functional consultants are responsible for creating the standard reports, creating the customized reports, creating the enhancements using different BAPIs, that is business application programming interfaces, as well as BADIs, that is business add-ins, based on the requirements of the clients. So there are many different responsibilities for the SAP SD functional consultants in order to design, in order to implement, in order to support and also in order to execute the end-to-end SD implementation in the real-time scenarios. So we will discuss each and everything one by one. What is the first one? They are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end project execution of SD module. Because in SAP SD module, we have many different configurations to be carried out, starting from SAP SD organizational structure configuration, that is enterprise structure configuration, followed by different master records configuration, followed by different sales document types customization and configuration, followed by different pricing procedures configuration, followed by different sales order processing configuration, followed by different special sales order processing configuration, namely cash sales order, rush sales order, free goods, consignment, third party sales orders as well as intercompany sales orders. So these are all the very important configurations under special sales order processing of SD. And similarly, they are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end basic setup and configuration in SD module, as we have already discussed about the different configurations, starting from the organizational structure, followed by master records configuration, followed by sales document types configuration and customization, followed by sales order processing configuration, that is general sales order processing as well as special sales order processing. And similarly, the special sales order processing includes cash sales order, rush sales order, intercompany sales order processing, third party sales order processing, consignment, free goods and other stuff. And similarly, all the SD functional consultants are responsible for handling the end-to-end sales order processing we have discussed already, and they are also highly responsible for implementing the special sales order processing configurations. This is also we have discussed right now. The special sales order processing configuration includes third-party sales orders, intercompany sales orders, and then condition exclusion, that is also one of the special sales order processing, free goods determination, that is also one of the special sales order processing, credit management, contracts and consignments in SD module. Similarly, all the SAP SD functional consultants are responsible for implementing the end-to-end pricing configurations, namely standard pricing, header level pricing, item level pricing, that is different pricing configurations in SD module. And similarly, they are highly responsible for handling different validations in SD module based on the requirement, because we are going to implement different configurations in the SAP SD system that needs to be validated whether all the configurations what we have implemented are working fine or not. So that is meant by validations in SAP SD module. All the SAP SD functional consultants are responsible for handling the end-to-end validations once after the configuration of all the important configurations in the SD module. Similarly, they are highly responsible for implementing the cash sales order processes, rush sales, condition exclusion, free goods, credit management, contracts, and consignments. These are all coming under the special sales order processing in SD. And one more high-level responsibility for SD consultants. What is that? They are highly responsible for creating the standard reports and creating the customized reports based on the standard SAP SD tables delivered by SAP already in our system. And similarly, they are highly responsible for handling different SD enhancements and also business application programming interfaces, that is BAPIs, and BADIs, business add-ins. These areas are very important from the technical point of view for the SAP SD consultants. Normally, they are having the high responsibility for using the existing standard reports or creating the customized reports based on the requirements of the clients by using the standard SAP tables which is delivered by SAP already. And similarly, they have to handle different SD enhancements based on the requirements of the clients. Similarly, they have to handle different BAPIs based on the requirements of the project. Similarly, they have to handle BADIs, that is business add-ins, based on the requirements of the clients in the SAP SD system. So, in this video, we have very clearly discussed about different roles and responsibilities of SAP SD functional consultants. So they should have to have strong implementation experience in the above discussed topics in sales and distribution module, because all the important configurations what we have discussed here, they have to implement in the real time, and mostly the very important responsibility for sales and distribution consultants is to handle the standard reports, is to create the customized reports, is to create the enhancements, is to create the BAPIs, that is business application programming interfaces, and similarly BADIs, that is BADIs means business add-ins, based on the requirements of the clients, because these enhancements, BADIs and BAPIs plays a vital role in each and every SD projects, because these enhancements are used to change the standard screens in the SAP system. So that is also very important configurations under enhancement to be carried out. And one more important configuration to be carried out in the SD module is BAPI, we have already discussed. BADIs also we have discussed already. So enhancements, BAPIs, BADIs, standard reports and customized reports are very important from the SD consultant's point of view, because all the clients are expecting this techno-functional skills from all the SAP functional consultants nowadays in order to handle the real-time projects. And about myself, I want to introduce myself to you. I am Raja. I am having more than 20 plus years of experience in the SAP industry. I have worked as a consultant. I have worked as a practice head. Similarly, I have worked as a delivery head for many crucial projects. I have extensively involved in different implementation, different production support, different rollouts and different upgrade projects. I have more than 5 years of on-site experience in Middle East and European countries, handling Middle East and European clients. And regarding my certification areas and interests, I have done my certification in finance. I have done my certification in business process planning and consolidation module, that is BPC. I have done my certification in S4HANA Simple Finance. I have done my certification in S4HANA Simple Logistics module. Similarly, I have completed my certification in SAP S4HANA Central Finance, and most recently I have completed my certification in SAP Business and Revenue Innovation Management module, that is SAP Hybris module. So in this video, we have discussed very clearly about the roles and responsibilities of SD consultants in the real-time projects. In other words, the expectations of clients from the SD functional consultants in order to implement the SAP sales and distribution module very effectively. So if you have any queries in this, you can send me a message or you can call me to the number given below. Once if the consultants are very strong in the different concepts what we have discussed and the different implementations what we have discussed in this video, then only they can be able to design, then only they can be able to implement, then only they can be able to support, then only they can be able to execute the entire end-to-end SD functional module in the real-time environment based on the client's requirement. Thank you.